Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce ourselves. My name is Sylvia Febbryani Anwar and my partner is Elsa Alyani and Nanda Rizka Istama. So in this video we will present our group discussion about how to use social media wisely. So let's get started.
According to the result of a survey conducted by Hotsuite, Real Social, which is a content management survey set in 2020, as many as 160 million active social media users in Indonesia out of total population of 272.1 million. The average time per day spent on the use of social media through any device for 3 hours 26 minutes. The number of social media users in Indonesia is growing so rapidly. The development of information and communication technology in this 4.1 era. If not used wisely, it can cause a problem. Namely, social media in this form of spreading information that can cause feelings of hatred or hostility to certain groups, fake news or hoaxes, so that such behavior will be subject to sanction in the form of imprisonment and fines.
According to research from UBC Okanagan, passively scrolling through posts may not result in feelings of happiness. This is because focusing on what is never conducive to happiness. As Esther Hicks writes in her book The Law of Attraction, the basic of the teaching of Abraham, in order for things to change, you have to see them as you want them to be rather than continue to observe them as they are. But shouldn't I know what's happening in the world? Shouldn't I be aware of things, of what is? So you might say only if you want to invite more of what is into your experience. So take your focus off the negative news and place it on the things that make you feel good. So you can invite more good stuff and good feeling into your.
According to popmama.com, in this era of globalization, accessing social media has become a daily food and a habit that is difficult for many people to spirit. Almost everyone will open their smartphone every time and automatically access their social media accounts, whether to exchange message or find information on the internet. Generally, people will use WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and others to get the information they want. However, with the ease of using social media, in fact, there are many cases of misuse of social media, such as the spread of hoax to hate speech. For this reason, it's very important to be careful in using social media wisely to stay safe.
I think in this era of globalization, social media plays a very important role in socializing and communication needs. With just one hand, all humans on Earth can now easily exchange information, access images or videos, and now knowledge without gaps. Some of the social media that we use because of their convenience are Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp, and others. It's so easy. We often forget ourselves and even time scrolling through social media. In addition, now social media is also rampant, such as the spread of hoaxes, the spread of hatred, and other fatal things that can harm many parties.
That's right, there are negative and positive in using social media. To avoid negative impacts, we must use social media wisely, such as not including personal information, stay alert, keep the ethics, filtering things that should not be followed like gossip, untruthful news, or hoax.
However, we each have to come to our own individual decision about social media use based on our own personal experience. Grounding ourselves in the research help us weigh the good, bad, and make those decisions. Took the genie is out of the bottle, we may find, as Sakya and Christakis put it, that online social media interaction are not substitute for the real thing, and that in-person healthy relationships are vital to society and our own individual well-being. We will do well to remember that truth and not put all our eggs in the social media basket.
May I say something? In an increasingly sophisticated digital era, there are more and more cyber crimes. Nanda said it's true. In social media accounts, never question or provide detailed personal information because you never know what threats are lurking. Social media does provide freedom for its users, but it doesn't mean it is also free in ethics. Always maintain ethics, manners, and always be respectful to friends or people connected to our social media accounts. Avoid using passwords, respect others as we want to be respected.
You made a good point, but also like to add that social media can improve our life if you know how to use social media for good. To be honest, social media does more harm than good in our lives. So it's good for us to know how to use social media well. And I'm totally agree with you, Elsa. In using social media, it's also a good idea to maintain our speech, act according to norms, and be wise in our opinions. Because if it's just a little wrong, it can have a bad impact on ourselves and others.
As I say, there is such a thing as a digital trace of we do something wrong, even if there is a law that is law of act on electronic information and transaction, number 11, 2008, is a threat to freedom of speech and freedom of expression in Indonesia law. That's a good thing to set limits, because many social media users who are not responsible for their behavior in social media.
I'm totally agree with Nanda that if you are not wise in social media so that you fail it, there will be legal sanctions that apply to you. Therefore, as well as users of social media, we must be able to use and utilize social media for purposes that have a positive impact on ourselves and others. The forms of this action are: don't be too easy to believe in the information that is distributed, maintain ethics in social media, and filter the information that will be shared.
Based on research from UBC Okanagan, also show what is most important for overall happiness is how a person uses social media. If you compare yourself to others when you use social media, you will feel less happy. And there are even some people who feel that they are not good enough. And finally, show their jealousy by blaspheming people who they are feel are better than them.
In a nutshell, social media will be very useful if we can use it wisely. If we can be wise in social media, maybe there will be some threats that will come our way. So we'll be wise in using social media.
Okay, guys, can we sum up? Social media could turn out to be a boon or ban depending upon usage patterns and code on conduct our favorite platforms, where on one side you can destroy your mood, time, and energy over things that are not essential and might end you up in trouble. On the other hand, you can utilize the tools provided over these platforms to address social issues and abnormalities of society. You could use the help of social media to spread awareness about your business and allow more of your audience to get converted into your potential customers. Social media can be used productively to expand business or learn a new trade as well.
In conclusion, use social media to treat your character. Use it for positive things, spread love and happiness, not hate and follow or make friends with positive and trusted accounts. Besides, social media is a medium that can be used for various things. Social media can be an effective marketplace to showcase our skills, abilities, and creativity. Opinions are also free to express on social media with a great code that can be accounted for.
So yeah guys, that's all of us. Thank you so much for watching. Wabillahi taufiq walhidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.